What up, guys? Welcome back. In today's video we got another set for you guys, another good set with a bonus battle. I'm not gonna waste any time. Let's just jump right into it, like Philip DeFranco says. Let's just get into it. So we have 19 Gabriel 86 and we have a really good lead. Finally starting the set with a good lead. I get the switch tray open because I'm expecting a switch. They come into Snorlax and then we go straight into Metagross to try to just draw some shield or do a ton of damage with Meteor Mash. They decide not to shield. And again, I love my best buddy Metagross. But then, oh no, they land an Earthquake. I was not expecting that. So many times they try to bait with Body Slam or they have Superpower even, but man, landing that Earthquake was really bad. Really bad. So yeah, we come in with Gyarados this time and farm up some energy, which was pretty good because now we can come in and throw a lot more charge moves, but then we switch out. And at this point in time, we're still running the single move Magnezone, and but it's okay because we rarely ever use the other move anyways. So I'm gonna go back to back Wild Charge, which is definitely preferred instead of throwing one, building up to the next one, and then throwing the next one. I prefer to just go back to back. And we're gonna get hit here with a Meteor Mash. I decided to let it go because I want to keep my Gyarados alive, but we actually survived that. So we're gonna throw another Wild Charge and draw their last shield. And this is a really good situation to be in. I want to be able to shield whatever this thing throws at us, and I can knock it out with a Crunch. I'm thinking I probably could farm it up, but it's gonna be a little risky. So I decided to throw the Crunch just to get rid of this thing, and then we can focus on knocking out their Metagross. So yeah, so that was it. We actually won that despite losing our Metagross early on to that Earthquake. We still get that win, so that was good. All right, second game we lead into a Snorlax this time. This is pretty interesting lead. However, we could win this. We should still win this one unless they land an Earthquake, obviously. But they decide to switch out, and they do a really good switch. So we waste all of that energy, but we're able to switch out into a more favorable matchup, so that's good. We can just Dragon Breath this thing down, and they land an Outrage. So, oh man, just getting hit left and right with these charge moves. I don't know how we even won this match, or the last one even, but we did, and we are able to Dragon Breath down the Garchomp, and then we have energy for Metagross that they came in with, so that's good. We can throw a Crunch. We're either going to do a ton of damage or draw a shield. They elect to shield, and so now we just have to farm it down. Farm it down, really, I mean, throw quick moves. We're not going to farm it down because we're not going to win. But anyways, so they come in with Meteor Mash, and I shield thinking that was an Earthquake, so they baited me there pretty good. So I'm going for the Wild Charge, and they don't shield, so that was pretty clutch because now I can come in and I can even farm this, or I could shield this one and then farm it up, and it was an Earthquake, so that was clutch. And so now I am about to farm it down and they quit, so I'm wondering if they just had Togekiss in the back. That's what led me to believe that that's why they quit, because they had something horribly weak to Metagross. So it had to have been a Togekiss, so they quit. So we get another win and we're 2-0. And then we lead into a bad lead again, into a Rhyperior. So we swap into Gyarados this time, and they swap into Togekiss. Now when this happens, I usually will throw a Hydro Pump, and we land it again. We landed one in yesterday's video, we landed one again. I just think they're expecting Crunch, and so they don't shield because they resist the dark moves, but man, landing that Hydro Pump, and then they come in with a Torterra. Oh my gosh, this is like so random. I'm not expecting Torterra. This was, I think, the first and the only time I've faced one of these in Premier Cup. So, props to this person for running the Torterra. You can see there, assuming it's maxed out, it's only at 2700 CP. So it has a pretty big HP disadvantage, and it's also not going to be as bulky. So we knock them out with the Meteor Mash. They come back in with Rhyperior, and this is bad news for us because we have both Pokemon in the back are weak to this thing. So we have to knock it out. It would have been nice to have a steel move there, but we didn't have one that you had at the time. But we're going to be able to get to... No, we're not going to be able to get to a charge move, but the Surf might not knock us out. No, it won't knock us out. and we're able to get to a Meteor Mash, and this is gonna be good games. Oh wow, that was crazy. We lost the lead twice so far, and we still won all 3 games. So we're 3-0, having a great set so far. Now we're going against Baby Luby Master. Interesting name. And we have a good lead this time. So I'm gonna get the switch tray up, expecting them to switch. And this is, oh no, that was one of those, oh man. This was one of those times where it's like your opponent played so bad that it was actually like genius. They switched from a weak Pokemon to a weaker Pokemon into my Magnezone. And I wasn't expecting that. And I kind of just out of habit switched. And I should have just stayed in because I would have wrecked this freaking Gyarados with my Magnezone, and I would have been able to farm that up, and I would have had enough energy. I could have saved it for Togekiss later on. It would have just... now I'm against a Garchomp. This was... Yeah, I couldn't believe they switched into a Gyarados. That either took a lot of guts, they knew exactly what they were doing, or that was just one of the worst... Maybe they misclicked and just switched into the wrong Pokemon. But luckily for them, I wasn't expecting it, so I made a mistake by switching. I should have stayed in, and this went from what literally would have been an easy win, because I could have had my Gyarados for this Garchomp, and Metagross is just extra bonus. I could have been a 3rd shield if I wanted to. I didn't even need this Metagross to win this match. And yeah, we went from being able to win easily to now we're gonna probably lose. Yeah, we're gonna lose this match. So, oh my gosh, I hate when I do that. I hate when I do that. I need to do better at just watching what Pokemon comes in and just taking a second to think and analyze the situation before I act, because that was an easy win I threw out the window. So now we're 3-1, and they lead with a Electivire. So I'm just gonna go my double Wild Charge. That's all I can do. They don't shield. I decided to switch to tank their Wild Charge with my Metagross. However, it does do quite a bit of damage. I don't think it does as much damage as a Magnezone would have, but I shield the second one. And now that their defense is lowered, I can farm it up with the Bullet Punches. So now I'm going to go for the shield bait. Please, please shield. Please shield. And we get the shield. Alright. Okay, we're not out yet. We still got a chance. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake this time. So now I'm either going to get their second shield or I'm going to nuke them. And we get the nuke. Oh my god, they decided to save their shield, and that was huge. Now we're in a really good spot. I can just throw, even though we're weak to fighting, this Wild Charge would almost knock it out if they didn't shield. So we get the last shield, and now that they have their last Pokemon, I can come in with Gyarados. I didn't want him to farm up my Magnezone, that's why I switched into Gyarados so fast. I didn't want him to just get more counters against my Magnezone, because he would have gotten to maybe an extra Rock Slide. So I had to get in there, and we're able to farm it down for the win. So that now we went 4-1 in the set, and that was just, yeah, it should have been an easy 5-0. I'm so mad at myself for this. I'll never forgive myself. Anyways, bonus battle, get ready. This is a good one. I don't put a match into bonus battle if it's not good. So if I put a bonus battle, it's gonna be a good one. Cross Chop, and I think I've got a bonus battle lined up for tomorrow too. So lots of good stuff. Lots of good stuff. Today I won every set I had. I went 3-2, 3-2, 3-2, 4-1, 3-2, 4-1. So it was a really solid set today of 6 sets today. But anyways, back to this. I'm getting on a tangent again. So we have the Metagross in the Machamp, and we're gonna just throw. Now, thanks to one of the people who, I forget the name, sorry, I can't remember, but someone commented in my other video that Metagross can actually beat Machamp in an even shield scenario, and thank you for that, because that did help me realize that I could stay in those matchups now. We do take neutral damage to fighting because we're part Psychic, and so yeah, you don't have to worry too much about Machamp if you have a Metagross. But now they have a Rhyperior, and they throw Rock Wrecker, we shield it up, and then they switch into Dragonite, so we switch into Magnezone, and they still have a shield, so this is, this could go either way. Dragon Claw, now Dragonite against a no-shielded Magnezone, it does pretty well, and it has a shield, so it probably should win this matchup because it does a ton of damage. But I decided to go for my double wild charge anyways because I need to get the shield or I need to knock it out, but it tanks it, and I'm able to get to the second one. I had enough charge anyways. And then we knock it out, and then they bring the Rhyperior in, so now I have to farm it. I can't throw a charge move. And we farm it down. I cannot throw a charge move because they're just going to shield, and it's going to be a waste of energy. Remember, when you throw a charge move and they shield, you only do 1 damage. So you're better off just doing quick moves because you're not going to get to a second charge move. In this case, I wasn't going to get to one, and so it makes sense to just do quick moves. If I lose, I lose. But my best chance of winning is to just straight farm them down. And so we get the farm down, so they lose with a shield, and that does it for today's video. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much again for the support, and lots of good battles for you tomorrow. So stay tuned and have a good night.